Yeah, I mean, there's so many. There's so many. I hate these kinds of questions where you're
Yeah.
narrowing down. Not to say I don't like your questions, but I gave some thought to this, and if I define them, I think the right way. I just think finding clarity is like you have to be clear on both what you stand for and why it matters, right? And that goes for the values you hold to what we're trying to accomplish, why we're shooting for it. Like that clarity is tremendous. I think the other part though is this idea of consistency. And what I mean by that is are you in everything you do walking the talk, right? And demonstrating that. I think about this as a dad so much because I know when I was looking at my father, particularly when I was older in life, like you start to have that eye for, he's not superhero, but sometimes it's easy to call out the flaws of your parents. And I put myself in those shoes now because my oldest is 20, my second is 18. And I know they start to pick out the flaws in dad. And I see the fact that it's even more important for me to like walk the talk all the time so that they see that like what you stand for is not getting compromised depending on which way the wind blows. And then the last part is you got to demonstrate every single day as a leader that you care about your people. There have to be actions that you care about your people. And the way that I tell leaders are like, who are the first people you're thinking about every single day? And hopefully it's your family, but it should be the people you're leading as second. And how do you let them know that you're thinking about them and moving in that direction? I think those are three big ones. Those are three. Being clear on your mission, totally, and being consistent, and then demonstrating you care.
What's you do a lot of facets, and I want to get into day one here in just a minute. But what's energy for Steven these days? What do you really enjoy doing in the line of work that you do?
I love coaching. We had a small group yesterday, myself and I was working with Shay Carpenter, who's another amazing professional in our industry, and we had a small group of like 6 people, and we just put them through the paces of, you know, real boot camp of coaching very, very personally. I love it. I love the coaching aspect. I love seeing kind of the longer term growth over 6 months. How's this person evolving? I love celebrating the successes of them, seeing how the process is working. I love talking to stakeholders and noticing like the process that we're doing here is working and it's making a big difference, and that the organization is benefiting from the work we're doing. So I love that. Another thing that's energy producing is I do a good amount of work in nonprofits, in schools, and with religious organizations. And especially in some of these religious organizations that I work in, like I work with young men who are in the process of going into the priesthood and teaching them some of the skills that you and I can like live and breathe, and how helpful they see it in their ministry and helping people, whether they're going to like prisons or helping drug addicts or helping people in the parish or people that are downtrodden, that it's working.